Hello everybody! Today I was at the library to study for my finals because that's how it works in Belgium. We have finals in January and I heard these teenagers talk about what book they wanted to read for some subject at school. And yeah, they were just like talking, which book are you going to pick? Well, I'm going to pick the thinnest book of the list, which enraged me already. And then the next thing came up, and the second person said, well, I'm going to take this book. And the other person said, what? You're going to read that book? It's so big. I like big books and I cannot... yeah, no, it's not going to work. So then the person with the big book said, no, I'm just going to read the first chapter, that's enough. And I was like... And I wanted to be a book stylist or something. You know, you have fashion stylists who say what you need to dress like. I want to be like a book stylist who says, you need to read that book. So, and then they started talking about Harry Potter, and that's, they said, an easy read because everyone knows that story. It's like a piece of cake. And I was sitting there like, no, not again about Harry Potter. Don't get me wrong, I like Harry Potter, but I need to confess that I haven't finished this series yet. I'm currently reading them though. I need to start at book 6, which is The Half-Blood Prince, and they told me that shit was going to get down in that book. I saw the movies. Don't judge me, I'm getting into the books, okay? So that made me think about which books I haven't read and I'm kinda embarrassed about it. So first up, Harry Potter, of course. Then next, I haven't read the Percy Jackson and the Olympians yet. And all these booktubers are like raging about it, and I want to get into the world. I want to talk about it and just discuss it with other people. And I haven't read it, so I really need to get into it. Next up is a very personal embarrassment. And let me get it. It's by Harriet Evans. It's called Happily Ever After, I think, in English. This is a Dutch book. And why is this such an embarrassment? Because I loved A Hopeless Romantic by Harriet Evans. Yeah, it's about a girl who falls, well, in love too much, and suddenly she just gives up on men because they're all the same. And then she goes on vacation with her parents to the beach. It's been a long time since I read it, but I really loved it, okay? And her parents are obsessed with castles, and then she meets this garden boy, and yeah, she starts to believe in true love again. But the book I need to get into, and this book isn't that ginormous, but yeah, I just see the bookmark. That is the part I have read, and this is the part I haven't. But it's been like ages I have been through these pages. Wow, that rhymes. Okay, not that important. The book is about this girl who also got out of a really bad relationship and she hates guys. So she moves to New York City and she becomes this whole new person. She dresses well, she only drinks the best coffee and stuff. And of course she meets a guy again, of course. Because that's the Harriet Evans concept, I think. But yeah, it's been on my shelf for like 3 years, so I really should get into it. Look, this is Harriet Evans. Don't know if you recognize her. Have you read anything by her? Because really, I think Hopeless Romantic is 5 stars. But this isn't Hopeless Romantic. This is Happily Ever After. Read it, Michelle, read it! The next books, next series, are The Mortal Instruments by Cassandra Clare, but also The Infernal Devices. I actually haven't read anything about Cassandra Clare, which is a shame. Harry Potter is worse, but it's still a shame because all these girls are like fandoming about William Herondale and some guy called Jace. But I don't know them! And apparently they are hot and badass and sassy and... but I don't know them. And yeah, I should get into it. And then there is this, well, there's good news of my ashamed pile, because there was another book that I really wanted to read because everyone else apparently has read it, so I need to read it myself. And that is a book by Rainbow Rowell. I started to pick up Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. People say that's her best book. Of course, everyone thinks about it like he wants to, but most people say it's her best book. So I thought I'll give Fangirl a shot. And, well, I have read this far. And then my last series is Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. Once again, heard such great things about it. Haven't read it. It's about Romeo and Juliet kind of style. And I love that story. I'm kind of a hopeless romantic myself. And I haven't read it. But it's with demons and stuff and dreaming, I think? Am I wrong? Am I right? But okay, I just need to get into it really soon. And yeah, I think those are the most embarrassing confessions I need to make. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!